Hello, I am Simone Lonello. I am user experience design student at Career Foundry, and today I'm going to answer 4 questions that are usually made during job interview. So let's start. The first one is, what questions do you need answered before you start designing an experience? Right, the first question that I will ask to myself will be, what is the problem to be solved? What if we have more than one problem? Okay, so user experience has problem solving in their vein, no? So I think that the crucial question is this one: what is the problem that we need to solve? And if we can, I always advise to separate the problem, or maybe to unify them, just because it's really useful to focus on just one problem per time. In this way, we can seek possible solution in the most productive way is possible. Then the second question that I will make to myself is, who are we designing for? Who are our target users? Well, this is really important question, considering that we always design in human-centered design. So the knowledge of our user is crucial to design for users, no? So like that is a really important question. The third one will be, what are the objectives and needs of the business, of the company we are working for? Everybody are really good to imagine a million possible solutions for every problem, but which are the solutions that are in line with the company need and objectives? That's really important. And the final question will be, who are our competitors? Why are they successful? And why are they are not successful? Like, what are the positive things that we can take from them, the negative things we can work on, and what are the opportunities we have analyzing competitors? So that's really, really important for our design as well. The second question is, did you design your flows with different start points? In other words, not just onboarding, sign up, forgot password, etc. So the answer in my case is no. I was like designing user flows starting with the login, sign up, after open up, login, sign up, and the onboarding that I consider really useful for people who think to need a guide for our application, for people who don't consider like to need a guide, like they can just like skip. So I didn't think of starting from other points because I never considered it necessary or logical, but surely this is due my inexperience in this sector. So I will be really, really happy to learn how I can start a user flow and why I can start a user flow from some different point. I will be really curious about this. Now, the third question is, can you describe a time when the requirements changed in the middle of a project and how you handle with that? So, first of all, I think it's essential to clarify that for a designer, finding himself having to change the project requirements is not a negative point, actually. Like, in contrary, it is like a point that is telling us, well, you can find a solution that is better than the first one you found, so you are projecting better and you are growing in this process. So that's really important point. I come back from engineering environment. I was a researcher in civil engineering, and there I learned that every breaking point, every mistake, every moment in which we understand that we were making something to change, have to be taken as an opportunity, not as a negative moment, because like the important is just to come back and to change everything in logic with the first change, and everything will make much more sense. In my case, during this achievement, I didn't find like so many moments in which I should come back, or in which I thought that I made mistake, or I found that I made mistake with my tutor or with my mentor. But like I consider it really not a negative point, and I consider it really an opportunity. So the fourth and last question is, what are the design tools in your tool belt, and in what situations do you use one tool or method over another? So I'm really excited and happy to say that nowadays, thanks to my mentor, I am like pretty good on using Figma, that I use like for every presentation I make, and Adobe XD, that I use to make to sketch the logo and to draw the logo of my application. But even if I am really like working a lot with these two tools, I always start with low fidelity sketches. Because I think it is important to sketch before, or with paper and pencil, or I use sometimes my iPad with Procreate app. But the low fidelity is really important in our design process, because we cannot lose so much time on designing something we are not sure about. So it's always better to sketch in low fidelity, maybe with paper or with iPad, and then to use like tools like Figma or Adobe XD to make high fidelity design. So that's it. Thanks for watching, thanks to listen to me, and see you in the next submission. Thank you.